obviously it was a very emotional day yesterday. So we're going to go and see how the internet did react to those Sonny videos. And first and foremost, we've got Instagram post from Dele Alli saying, "My brother for life." And then he said, "You have left a legend." And yeah, no truer words. Yeah, he really has left a legend. And yeah, on the Dele situation, I really hope he can find a new club and get back on his feet.
Yeah, it sounds like he's considering retiring, which is gutting.
Well, apparently
for him.
that's not true.
It's not true.
Yeah,
well,
there was a further report saying he's actually looking for a new club.
Okay, good. And I hope he's had so many fresh starts now. Let's just hope there's someone he can go to where he finds a home, and maybe LAFC.
That'd be quite something.
Get Lloris and Son helping him out and get him playing well again. But yeah, they had such great times together. We know Sonny, also great friends to him. So yeah, it's hard to see that. Dele on Instagram said goodbye, brother for life. But let's hope Dele can sort himself out.
Yeah. There was this video after the game against Newcastle, which I just thought was so beautiful from Son. I don't think we've covered it on here, so I thought I'd bring it to you today. So it's in Korean, but you've got the subtitles here. So he says, one second, he says, "It's worth mentioning that it was the first time I saw my good friend Ben Davies cry like that. He kept on saying, 'Don't get too close to me.' See him tearing up with all his eyes going red and all. Made me feel sorry and thankful at the same time. A mixture of feelings, really. But as a godfather of his son, I need to strive for more to make my godson proud."
It's very nice. Oh, that's...
And
Sonny always knows how to
and I
find
want
the
to try
best
and become a
words.
better person. Sonny always knows the best words to say, doesn't he?
Yeah, and yeah, Davies doesn't seem like the most emotional guy, does he?
No.
But to get Ben Davies emotional, you have to be a special person.
Yeah. Spurs tweeted this out after the announcement to Son yesterday, quote retweeting David Ornstein's bomber back in 2015, saying Tottenham considering ending interest in Saido Berahino in talks with Bayer Leverkusen to sign Korean forward Son Heung-min. And they just retweeted it yesterday saying it will never work.
Well, that was a proper sliding doors moment, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine if Berahino transfer went through, we never got Sonny.
I know, like we literally, after that Berahino saga, we never really heard from him after that.
No, completely flopped massively. Yeah. And Sonny, not only did he become an unbelievable player for us, but a legend, captain. Who would have thought?
Yeah, unbelievable. And who would have thought as well at the end of his first season? Because he was finding life hard in London.
Nearly left.
He nearly left. Pochettino had to kind of convince him to stay. So we actually have Pochettino to thank for all of this.
We do. Poch is the one who saw the vision.
Yeah. First team coach Matt Wells wrote a message on Instagram for Sonny, and he said, "The epitome of the word legend, an incredible player, top professional, but an even better person. It's been a pleasure working with you for the past 27 months. Couldn't be happier that you got the final chapters you deserve to close your book at this great football club. The armband, that unforgettable night in Bilbao, the trophy that came with it, and the last week's emotional send-off in South Korea. Your legendary status here is well and truly cemented. Best of luck in your next adventure, and thank you for the memories, Wellesley."
Oh, lovely from Matt Wells. He obviously remains at the club in the coaching staff, but was brought here. Yeah, 27 months. Yeah, nice.
This next one is a promotional video from LAFC. Look at that. I need to get that kit, by the way. That is such a nice kit, LAFC with Son on the back. I am definitely getting that.
Yeah, it's got to be had, 100%.
I'm definitely getting that. But look at how cold that is from Sonny. Look at that.
Did you see? Oh, I don't know if you saw in the press conference at LAFC, one of the journalists asked Son, do you think you can? What's it called? We're hoping next summer that we can win the World Cup. Are you going to help us?
Yeah,
I was like, oh my God, what has he walked into?
I also saw as well, which was quite surprised me in the press conference yesterday, that he literally came out and said, "Yeah, LAFC wasn't my first choice, but I got swayed." Like, how often do you see that in an entering press conference?
He's happy to admit it.
Honest by Son. What was his first choice, do you reckon?
I don't know, because there was rumours. I don't know if you saw the report from one of these Asian outlets saying that Barca and Atletico were both last January very highly interested in him, and he'd said he wanted to concentrate on the Europa League before making any decisions. So I wonder if that was, I don't know.
And there was also heavy reports of Saudi as well.
Saudi as well, yeah.
So
I think LA would have been ahead of Saudi for him though.
you would have think, but you would think maybe like for 1-2 years get the Saudi money, the amount of money he'd be paid there.
Yeah, maybe.
THFC Matthew Season says, I think I've seen it all already, man. And this was Harry Kane 2023, and now Sonny 2025. And it's quite unbelievable when you're looking at the last two managers to walk through the door. Ange Postecoglou a week before the season, or the eve of the season, I think it was, lost Harry Kane. And now Thomas Frank, a week before the season starts, lose Son Heung-min.
I know. Classic Tottenham with their planning and how they go about things. And also you think about, we have lost them two, and you just look at the squad now, and without that kind of talent in it, and it's like it's so lacking when you don't have a Kane or a Son. Mm-hmm. We don't have any stars really. You have Romero.
Yeah.
No attacking stars. Yeah, no proper attacking stars.
No.
Especially with Maddison now injured. I think you can maybe count Maddison, but he's injured.
But even Maddison was like getting dropped from the England squad and all that. Like, I know he's a very good player, Maddison, don't get me wrong, but like he wasn't even like a confirmed player in his national team setup. So
no Kane, no Son.
When you're looking at Kane and Son, we are not going to be getting players of that level for a very, very long time at this football club.
Unless we re-sign Kane.
Unless we re-sign Kane. But even if we re-sign Kane, like what is he going to be, 33, 34 years of age?
Yeah, but then again, Kane and Son weren't at that level until they were, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't sign them at that level.
Yeah. Well, we didn't sign Kane at all. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Obviously, they became those level of players, but I just can't see it. I just can't see. I know, obviously, you don't know what's how everything materializes in the future, but it's hard to see anyone getting to Kane and Son levels.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I mean, these are two of the best Premier League players of all time.
Exactly, and we've they're out the door now, and it just looks like, where the hell does this front line go from here?
Yeah, I think people are really going to see now. You're going to see how much these guys were carrying us.
Yeah, people
don't realise, I think.
Yeah. And, Kane left and Son kind of picked up the mantle, didn't he? Scored 17 goals that season in the number 9. Even in probably one of his worst seasons in Spurs shirt last year, still picked up over 20 goal contributions. A declining Son. And now you're looking at it, and where are these goal contributions coming from?
But even saw last season, Son had a drop-off.
Yeah.
No one stepped up. I know Johnson got goals, but I mean, he got goals, but it was like, what, in the Premier League, was it 12, 11? So it wasn't like he got crazy amount. He got a good amount, don't get me wrong. It's not nothing to be unhappy about, but no one really stepped up to get a big amount of goals.
Yeah.
And who is going to do that?
Yeah, I don't know. So I think that when we were looking at Kane and when we were looking at Son, as much as, we love them at this football club, I think, you take it for granted, don't you? When these players have been at you for so long. And they've contributed so much. Just like, all right, yeah, Kane and Son will get us out the shit, but we don't have them anymore to get us out the shit.
No.
All right, next up, Tottenham. That Tottenham feed. Look at this picture: a kid to a man, a younger son. Well, a Sonny looking at his old self in the mirror. That's a great picture.
I love that. And people noticed in his final game he got his old hairstyle back.
Yeah.
That he had right at the beginning. I wonder if he did that on purpose.
Of course he did. Of course he did. CAA Base have tweeted out saying there's a new star in town. Sonny is signed for LAFC after 10 seasons at Tottenham, where he became a club legend and an icon of the Premier League. From all at CAA Base and CAA Sport, we send our congratulations to Sonny and wish him the very best of luck in LA. I'm just not ready for this, man. I'm really not ready to see Son in a different club shirt. I obviously wish him the best, and he felt it was time to move on, which I accept, but I'm just not ready for it.
Yeah, and you never are going to be ready for it when someone like him leaves. 100%. It was interesting. I was chatting to Dad. Picked me up from the airport yesterday. I was chatting to him. He's like, He said you've done so many videos on Son leaving. You didn't do this many when Kane left. And I said it's just a different situation. Kane was asking to leave for years. He didn't win that trophy. I know Kane was a legend. I love Kane, and I don't hold anything against Kane, but Son is in a different level. of love, and it's a shame that it's like that, but it is like that.
I agree. And also, you look back at it, you look at the 2 exit videos from both players.
Yeah.
I look back on Kane's now because I was like, when I watched Kane's at the time, it was like, yeah, very emotional moment. But then when you compare it to Son's,
It's shameful.
I mean, I look back at Kane's now, it's like emotionless. Like that Kane exit video was completely emotionless.
It's shameful. I mean, but I don't know whose fault it is while it was like that. Because
obviously Kane was like rushed out the club. And
yeah,
stuff like
apparently they didn't let him back in or something.
Yeah, they didn't let him get his belongings from his locker. They didn't let him back in the training ground. They didn't let him say bye to his staff and everything like that. But you still have that connection with the fan base regardless.
Yeah, so is it Kane's fault that the goodbye was like that, or is it the club's fault that the goodbye was like that? Because
I think
could the club have organised something like they've done for Son? But then again, if I remember rightly, there was that whole day when the transfer was going through. He was at the airport. They told him to go back. All this toing and froing. So maybe he was sick of what was going on and he just went to Germany and they never had time to plan this whole stuff. So either way, I look back and then I just think it's just so sad that that's how Kane left and said goodbye. But I'm just happy now that we're doing it properly with Son.
Yeah, I think we've let Son leave on his own terms.
Yeah,
that's the reality. Yeah. And Kane didn't. Kane didn't leave on his own terms. Kane had been dying to leave for a number of years. So there's that to throw into the mix as well.
And we made it as hard as possible.
Yeah, exactly. LAFC tweeted this out yesterday saying, "New beginnings, welcome to Los Angeles, Sonny." And yeah, look, Sonny is going to absolutely smash it in the MLS. A MLS record fee, 20 million or whatever it was, back under his captain, Hugo Lloris as well. And LAFC is definitely my MLS club. Not only was it Lloris and Sonny there now, but Gareth Bale also played there as well.
Exactly. So looking forward to seeing Sonny bag as many. There's gonna be so many Sonny screamers. I can't wait for the clips to come out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
1:30 in the morning, 3 a.m. watch-alongs. We'll be there, people. We will be there. Men in Blazers says the kit is about to go triple platinum in LA. Look at that kit, man. I want to get that so badly.
I've heard
the home and the away kit.
I've heard the official Son LAFC kit is going for $200.
Wow. $200.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. It's
Maybe
crazy.
I have to forget about copying that.
DHK.
Apollo has tweeted this out. Once a yid, always a yid. Arnaut Danjuma scoring against Arsenal once again yesterday in the Emirates Cup as Villarreal won, I think, 3-2 at the Emirates yesterday. And there was some weird thing yesterday in that game where there was a penalty shootout after Villarreal had won 3-2. And
who won the penalty?
I don't even know who won the penalty shootout.
I didn't watch that.
But with this Arsenal, I don't want to sway off topic a little, but Arsenal just look a bit horrific going into the new season.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans getting worried going to the new season about what's going on there because another bad performance. Weren't great out in Asia on their tour as well. Poor performance against Spurs in the North London derby. Gyökeres looked completely out of sorts as well. I know it's pre-season and it's only his first few games, but he looked a bit out of sorts. So, yeah, a lot of people getting a bit worried about Arsenal and they haven't been good in pre-season.
No, they've been shocking and music to all our ears. So if Spurs are going to struggle this season, let's hope Arsenal struggle as well. But yeah, I don't know about Arsenal and a title challenge going into this season, which would be great to see. But you're looking at Arsenal, right? Their best player looks like a 15-year-old. Like nobody is performing at anywhere close to his level. But look, enough said about Arsenal. Let's move on. This was Ben Davies' tribute to Sonny on Instagram yesterday. He said, "We spent nearly every day together over the last 10 years. It's been a privilege to share so many moments on the pitch and just as many off it. Birthdays, my wedding, celebrating you joining the 100 Club, even the simple things like taking the kids to the swings, introducing you to the in-betweeners and brunches on days off. You've truly become part of my family. It's hard to imagine not seeing you every day, as we always have. We'll miss you terribly, but I know we'll see each other soon. Good luck in the next chapter. Skipper, we know you'll smash it. With love, Ben, Emily, Ralph, and Woody. What are the chances that Ben Davies signs for LAFC at the end of next season?
I reckon there's a good chance. Good chance. And I just love to see Sonny watching the In-Betweeners. I would pay so much money for that content. Do a goggle box and get Sonny watching the In-Betweeners. I need to see that.
Yeah. So this is what Spurs put out yesterday, just all the different tributes from Spurs players. So Vicario said, it's been a pleasure and honour to share the pitch with you, my friend. Mickey van der Ven said, we achieved what you always wanted to achieve at the club. It's an honour to share the pitch and dressing room with you. Thank you, legend. Richarlison says, you are not only a great friend, but also an example of a professional, a leader, and a human being. You made history wearing the Spurs shirt, and I'm so happy that I was able to share such an important title alongside you. Pedro Porro, you are a true example of a top professional, and you leave Tottenham not only as a legend, but also as a brother to all of us. Best of luck, mi amigo. Solanke says, your legacy will live forever. We'll miss you, legend. Doggy just says legend. Madders says, 10 years ago you arrived here as a kid. Now you leave it a legend as one of my best friends. Brennan Johnson, absolute pleasure sharing the pitch with you, brother. An unbelievable player, but an even better human. Romero says, you leave as the ultimate legend of this beautiful club. You fell many times, but you kept trying and you made it in the end. Pape says, I'm happy you leave Spurs as a winner. Thank you, Sonny. And Basuma says, my friend, my captain, my big brother.
Beautiful.
Some beautiful messages there.
Also, I enjoy Cootie calling us this beautiful club. Yeah. I enjoy that.
Sign the contract then.
Come on.
Sign the contract.
It's so beautiful.
Do you think if we wouldn't have won the Europa League, Son would have stayed one more year?
Do I think if we wouldn't have won the Europa League, he would have stayed one more year? I think maybe he would have signed another 1 year extension, maybe. Potentially. Yeah, I think
because he's always gone around like, I've always stayed just to win that trophy.
Yeah,
if we hadn't have won it, he just in my mind he thought that with the trophy now it's just a perfect.
So we would have lost that final. We would just be in a 17th place team.
Yeah,
and so he wouldn't be in Europe next year.
Yeah.
Would he have still gone? Yeah, maybe he would have felt like it wasn't the right time yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I reckon he might have still been here another year.
Yeah.
It's interesting looking at all that though, hearing Ali Gold talking about him as a captain, saying the one thing why he appointed him captain was because he's such a unifier in the squad. He's everyone's best friend. There are sometimes little cliques in the squad, French speakers, Spanish speakers, and whatever. And the only person who was the glue of everyone together was Son. He was the one who can go into each group and bring everyone together. And he was saying that during the tour and stuff in the last few weeks, everyone's noticed Romero starting to do that, trying to take up that mantle and trying to make sure that if Son's not going to be here to do it, someone has to do that kind of role. So that's quite interesting. I think.
It is very interesting, and I think, I think surely very soon we're going to have an announcement on the captain.
It's going to have to be Romero, isn't it?
I think there's no other option.
Yeah, because Madison's, unless Davies.
Surely not.
Well, he said he sounds like he's going to be part of the leadership group.
He will be part of the leadership group, but I think a captain needs to be someone that is going to be, not one of the first names on the tee sheet, but one of the players that are going to start week in, week out. And Romero is that. In our ideal world, you want him to sign a contract and be committed to the club if you're going to name him as captain. But he's the one that Frank's been naming as captain alongside Sonny in the pre-season so far. He's the one that's been there, done it, got the T-shirt, now a Europa League winner, World Cup winner, done it all with Argentina, Copa America and that. He's got leadership ability. I know at points last season I was saying I don't ever want to see him wearing a captain's armband ever again, but I think he's got to be captain.
Yeah, I think so.
Tottenham tweeted out saying the legacy of a Spurs legend, Europa League winner 24-25, Golden Boot winner 21-22, Puskas 2020, 454 appearances, 173 goals. Give this man a statue.
And how many assists as well? What, over 100 assists as well? He needs some sort of... Some people are saying maybe a stand. Name a stand after him. I saw someone say we should call one of the stands the Sonny side.
The Sonny side. I think...
I like that.
I think a statue. I think it deserves more than a mural.
But we don't do statues.
No, we don't.
So what apart from a statue, what can we do?
Well, it will be a mural or something, won't it? Ledley King.
Well, didn't we have something? Didn't we have a?
Yeah, it was some promotional thing I think that they
Was
took
it?
down pretty quickly.
Put it back up.
But yeah, looks. I think Kane's got a mural and Ledley King's got a mural, but I think he should be a level above both of these players now.
Yeah, he needs something permanent at the ground
Yeah.
for sure.
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tweeted out saying he came, he saw, he conquered, icon, and that's going to be an iconic picture for years to come. Him in the centre of the pitch with that Europa League trophy.
I'm just forever grateful that we have these pictures
I
of
know,
him holding
I
that
know.
trophy and how we have that. Like, just imagine we lost the final and we just
It wasn't
wouldn't
for
have
Van
it.
de Ven's bicycle kick. We might not have had it.
I know. Just imagine that these goodbye messages wouldn't be off the back of how different it would be. Like, it's just as much as it's hard to say goodbye. At least there's a sense of fulfillment. There's a sense of closure, having won that trophy. Just imagine we didn't. Like, how much harder this goodbye would be, him leaving without that.
I know.
Just so great that we do have that.
Steve Han with the eyes emoji. This was outside the LAFC stadium yesterday. Just Son branding everywhere, which is hard to look at, to be fair. There was another video as well. Spurs put out 3 videos in drips and drabs yesterday, so we reacted to the first 2, but this one actually came out after we shot that reaction video, and this was a video to his teammates yesterday. I mean, it's 2 minutes long, so I'm not sure if we're going to watch it all, but do go and watch that. I'm sure you have already, but very emotional stuff there again from Son Heung-min, just bawling his eyes out throughout the whole 2 minutes.
These videos have been so hard to watch, man.
I know.
It always gets me.
How many times have you watched them as well? Like, I think I've watched them all like 5 times.
I can't watch them too many times. It's too hard.
So LAFC again tweeted this out saying Son Heung-min is black and gold. Son Heung-min signs for LAFC from Tottenham on a permanent transfer through 2027 with options through to June 2029. It's a fairly long contract.
So what that
Maximum
leaves
3
him?
years,
That leaves him
4
how
years.
old? 36 when at the end of the deal.
Yeah.
No, 30. No, to June 2029. That's 4 years.
4 years, yeah.
So 37 he'll be.
I think he'll be there that long as well. I think he's going to finish his career in LA.
Really? Don't he go back to Korea?
I don't think so, because I think with the biggest expat community of Koreans out in LA, I just feel like he's going to settle down there, find a wife, build a life there.
Do you reckon he'll be allowed to marry now?
Not
yet. Will Heung-min dad allow him?
Did you hear what Heung-min dad was saying about him, about why he's left Tottenham and all that?
I saw there was a clip. I don't know when it was from. But
So it was after the Europa League final. He said, well, I sat down with Heung-min Son and I said, look, with all you've achieved, you've worked so hard throughout your whole career. You've given your life and soul.
Yeah, this is
and I've said to you, now this is the time to go find a city that you want to live in and settle down in and all this kind of stuff. So that kind of says to me that he's gone to LA to go kind of build a life for himself now, find a wife, find a family, build a family. And so I think he will find a wife now. Like, I think he'll be allowed.
he'll be
allowed to now.
But also that means he's probably gone to LA because of that city. That's the main reason he thought about. That's the kind of life I want to live. Something in that city. So that's fine. That's good.
Jed Spence on Instagram just screenshotted him just bawling his eyes out and said, "Still my captain." And a few people on social media looked at this as a shot at Couto Romero, and I'm like, what are you talking about? That is no shot at Couto Romero.
What did he say?
Still my captain.
No, it's not. He's Romero's captain. You know what I mean? He saw Romero trying to force. Nah, it's nothing to do with Romero.
But anyway, that is how the internet did react